What's up? It's your boy No Chill Chad checking in, and I got another update for you today. So of course you know that I got my wheels and tires mounted up. I have my brakes, but we didn't have time to put the brakes on, so I didn't want to debut the car yet until I put the brakes on, just to bring it all in full circle, because I know I've been having all that going on. I've been waiting for all of it to just come in. So now I'm headed to the shop, J-Rock Speed Shop, and we're going to install the Baer brakes on my car. So I'm definitely excited to get these new brakes on, because the brakes on this car stock just, you know, once you're doing 100 miles an hour, you're trying to slow down, ice skates, like ice skating. There is no stopping on a dime, stopping on a $50. Probably can't even stop on a dollar bill, you know what I mean? So I definitely need this upgrade, especially, you know, when I'm thinking about doing more power upgrades. And if you're racing, you're on the track, you got to be able to stop. It's cool to go fast, but you got to be able to stop. Safety is always number one. So it's not all about just power. Safety first, power and everything else is definitely second. So what I'm going to do is pretty much give you an overview of doing the install. Should be overall pretty simple. There are a couple things that, you know, the experts have already advised me about as far as going to the installation, but we should have everything available and it shouldn't really be any issue. So we're gonna install the Baer 6-piston 13-inch Pro on the front, the SS4 13-inch Baer brakes on the rear. So that's gonna look real nice, especially with the wheels. Can't wait. Let's just hope everything goes smooth, because I got a big show. I want to go and pull the car out for tomorrow and just debut everything. So I'm like hoping there are no hiccups or anything. We're also doing it on a Friday, so if there is, hopefully I can get what I need tomorrow to complete everything by this show. So wish us well. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's your boy No Chill Chad, and we're at J-Rock Speed Shop. And like I said, we're going to get started. I'm going to show you guys how to install the Baer 6-piston front, Baer 4-piston rear, 13-inch all the way around on the F-body. So I have my guy over here, Eddie. He's already going to get started. Going to just disconnect the suspension, front suspension, and we're going to go from there. All right. Pulling off the good old rusty old calipers, rotors. Yeah, it's time. Hub looks good. What we're gonna do is go ahead and just clean up the hub. Just use like a scrub pad, wire brush, just clean it up a little bit. Maybe I should paint my spindles. We'll see if I got some time. So we're gonna disassemble the caliper. Thank you, Baer, for putting it all together, but we gotta take it apart. Brake pads are in here. We're gonna take this bracket out here. So I'm doing those screws. Getting everything laid out. Make sure we have everything here. Bolts go through the back. We'll lock them down, then we're going to torque it. 77 pounds of torque per specs. Mount the caliper back on, and put those 2 bolts back in. And the bolts we just put in for the caliper bolts, we're going to torque those at 75 pounds. What's up? So put this fitting. And the braided lines, and we use the scratchless pliers to make sure we didn't mess that up. Taking the clip off. Alright, we got one side done here, and we're just going to duplicate everything we did over here to the other side. Alright, so now we're going to focus on the rear at this time. While he works on the rear, we're going to have Eddie, he's going to bleed the front brakes. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the rear caliper. We have 2 bolts in the back. Of course, we're going to do that to both sides. Solid rear axle. Remove the rotors. Broke the seal. Smells gross. Move the pin. Slide the clip out.
That's what they did here.
Clips.
Really?
You're gonna slide the axles out. After you pull this clip, axle just slide out perfectly, like so. So we're gonna replace these seals. As you can see, there's some grease leaking, so we're gonna replace those while we're here. Remove parking brake cable. So where the factory e-brake goes through, there's a slot, so it goes through this hole here. Well, the bracket that comes with the Baer brakes do not come with this little slot. and this is too big for it to go in the hole. So what we're gonna do is cut a slot in the bracket so that the e-brake can go through. So we can cut a little notch in there so we get the spring through. J-Rod Customs. Brake line, and then we'll get the slide. Sliding the axles back in. Putting those clips. So the bracket is to go here, but the parking brake line is too long, so we've just bolted it into one. And man, it's tight. It's definitely not moving anywhere, but we'll reach out to Baer and get some, clarification on that. We did put the rotor on just to make sure. The rotor comes here, plenty of space in between to sit behind the rotor, so there's no issue with touching the wheel or anything like that. Both of the clips back in, and that goes in. Before you seal it back up, make sure you clean off any silicone, any gasket sealant. Let's go clean the area where we're gonna put the new gasket. You wanna make sure it's very clean because you don't want anything to leak. You want the seal to be tight. Velcro gasket. Bracket that the caliper's gonna sit on. So it has a little play here, but this is called the Baer brake system, Baer slide floating caliper system. So it is normal. I'm gonna bleed the rear, a little gravity bleed real quick.
Pump it up.
So we use the pump, fill back up the diff. We got to record that. Fill back up the differential fluid, and we're gonna get the car ready to go. All right, so now what we're about to do is we're about to torque the wheels down, make sure everything is tight. We're gonna top off the brake fluid, pump the brakes, make sure the brakes are tight still. then we're gonna take it out for a little test drive, and then everything should be good to go. So I hope you appreciate this little write-up. You know, if you have the F-body, you're going with the Baer system. You know, hope this helped you out a lot. And I'm definitely gonna get with Baer in regards to that bracket for the emergency brake. Like I said, we had to cut that notch. Cable was a little too long. I'm not gonna use the e-brake until we kind of figure out what that bracket is, or to see if there's a longer bracket that we can get. But everything else was easy peasy, bolt on, just like they said, the instructions were right on. So yeah, I think it's gonna look real good, man. No Chill Chad checking out. Shout out to J-Rod Speed Shop, man. Definitely came in the clutch late night just to get everything taken care of so that I can get my car debut so all you guys can see it, man. So comment, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, your alerts, tell a friend that your favorite F-body is back on the streets, man. Hit me up, checking out.
24 hours later.
So we had a small snafu. Make sure that you're measuring the depth from here to here. The same depth is on the head of your rotor. If not, you're gonna make contact here. This side wasn't so bad. It only made a little contact, but it was probably would have wore in. But just make sure you're measuring the depth that you have there. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to make things work. Improvise. So we're in here, we're gonna adjust the parking brake. Okay guys, after everything we had to go through, you know, with that installing the Baer brakes, you know, it's the setup for the rear, you know, is made for a couple different applications. You know, it's an older vehicle, things change. And we had to make a couple, you know, adjustments, some changes. For the most part, it is bolt-on. Small adjustments, make sure you got the right tools. But at least with this video, you'll at least be aware to know if you're gonna have the right tools available. But without much further ado, I want to show you the new problem. All right, so I hope you enjoy it, man. I hope you like what you see. Make sure you hit me up with any comments, questions, concerns. This your boy No Chill Chad checking out. Make sure you turn on those notifications so that you can get the alert for the next mod that I'm doing on my car. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my website, nochillchad.com. Huge shout out to J-Rod Speed Shop, man. They really went above and beyond to make sure everything was perfect. Even though we had a lot of obstacles and hurdles, you know, they definitely took care of me. So you guys take it easy. Shout out to Toyo, shout out to Baer, shout out to BC Forge. Later.